What is up, YouTube? This is Fortress Striker, and today I'm having a Rock Game Shop with another deck profile to review. What is your name?
Eric, come on.
Alright, and today he's going to be showing up his deck. What is it?
Raccoons.
Alright, and let's get straight to the deck profile.
Alright, it's pretty standard Raccoons.
Can you turn it the other way?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll do it upside down. So, the 3-1 Poco, which is kind of unstable. I only use 2 Tantan, just because he's not that good to draw. These are like the main engine, really. This card is pretty important, just because it really gets your game going. And I use one of every other beast. Because I don't really want to draw them that often, but they're searchable, so it's good. This card destroys, it's pretty good. And this guy who just bounces, he's pretty good too. It's just like staple. It's like good removal when you need them. This card helps with OTKs because it increases your attack by 1,000. And this card is only for the fabled synchro monsters that I need. He's a tuner and he's for the fabled synchros. And I also run 3 Beast King Barbaros because he helps me OTK. The best thing to do with him is just to use Obedience School, summon out your monsters, and then tribute for him and just nuke the field. And then usually, if you have an Ayer's Rock Sunrise, you can Monster Reborn this, build summon a monster, and basically you OTK from there. And 1 Maxi, because I don't have more, like it's kind of just bad. I mean, it's good. I need it more. I need more of it, honestly. So that's my Maxi. For the spells, 3 Obedience School. This is because it's the main card of the deck. It gets you going with 3 monsters and 3 Ayer's Rock Sunrise because they help you OTK a lot. This is basically, these 2 cards basically make your hand an OTK hand a lot of times because you just summon, you just special summon 3, and then if you can nuke the field or summon out a bunch of monsters, then you can reborn a monster, and basically you can get 8,000 damage really easily. And it also helps, it's also good for getting like Naturia Beast out to knock down the Necros players. 3 enemy controller, just because like a lot of times my monsters are weak and it helps to steal other monsters. It's like a more versatile creature swap. It helps me live through battles by switching them to defense mode. 3 MST, just because floodgates are really bad. I guess this deck is really bad against floodgates, like Vanny's Envious and Skill Drain. So you basically need these. And just having back row removal is really good. 3 upstarts just for consistency, and the fact that I can actually do enough damage usually to kill anyway. Book of Moon, just because it's so versatile, especially good against Necros and Regeki, because Regeki is pretty much necessary. So my traps, 2 Burst Rebirth for special summoning Tantan. He's pretty easy to get in the grave, so this is usually live. It costs 2,000 life points, but I think it's worth it because it just gets you going. Like you can get like a +2 off of Tantan when you flip him. 2 Mistake, because I expect to fight Necros a lot. If I'm going to play competitively, I have to deal with Necros, and this card helps against Necros. It also helps against heroes. It's pretty much a good floodgate, and it doesn't affect me at all. And 2 Mirror Force, just because I want to protect my guys, and I want to destroy your guys so you can have a clear field. And finally, Ring of Destruction. I haven't tested this out yet, I just added it. So, I think it's going to work out pretty well, though. So I have my extra deck. You want to show the extra deck now?
Sure, can you move the field?
Okay. So for the extra, it's just 3 Ronin Raccoon, 1 Cat Shark. Like Ronin Raccoon, the 3 of them come up. It comes up pretty decently often that I have to use 3. There's not that many other cards that are good in the deck anyway. I mean, that are good for the extra deck anyway, so I might as well run all 3. Cat Shark, there's some combos that only work with Cat Shark. He increases your attack, and sometimes he's good just to get your combos going. Like certain combos are necessary with this guy. And he actually has like added bonus that he can't die if he has a Tree Otter as his material. This guy is good because he bounces a card and he can't be destroyed by battle, so he's pretty versatile, just bouncing cards, like extra deck cards that you need to get rid of. And this card helps out because it can attack twice, so it OTKs very easily. And combos with Cat Shark, so 3,000 by itself. And just 1 downer because like just when I have an exceed by itself, I can just use this. That way I'll have a stronger monster, a strong beater on the field. For the synchros, I have 2 Unicorn because I use one often, and sometimes I want to have a second one, so I put 2 in. This is the reason for the Fable cards. It helps a lot with OTKs just because it has a high attack, and the effect is really good for negating. This card is just like an extra negation. Like if there's like some random monster or like a Valkyris or something that I need to push through, I need like win, I can just summon him and negate Valkyris and then be able to push through for him. Armades for my level 5, just because he's one of the best level 5s. So like if I have if I creature swap when a monster like level 3, I can usually summon him. Otherwise, I won't summon him that often, but he's still good to have. Goyo Guardian, because his high attack is really high, is the main reason I use him. I don't use him that often, but like he comes in handy every once in a while. Like you can use 3 level 2s, or I can snatch. I can creature swap. Enemy controller for a level 4, which happens pretty often. So he's live more often than not. And Naturi Beast is really good in the deck because it locks down the Necros matchup really well. It just spells, and like often they'll scoop if you have this out and they can't deal with it. Barkion, just because it's kind of like Naturi Beast, but it's not Beast type, so it's not really useful on its level 6. It's kind of hard to summon, but for the times that it comes in handy, I just want to have it. Finally, Leo, just because he's good in the Birdie Abyss matchup and lets me use my Beast King Barbaros as a synchro material. So, you want to see the side?
Sure.
Like, my side isn't really complete. It's just basically some stuff I thought might come in handy. Like, I need some additional copies of some things. Like right now, I have Swords Concealing Light. It's kind of like Boogie Flips, except a little worse. It's nice in the fact that it locks them down for a long time. It's non-targeting and puts them face down, so any Floodgate monster or like the Jin Lock would be stopped by this. Imperial Iron Wall, I don't have another one. I need to get one. I traded one, but I need to get another one because this is pretty much essential for the Necros match. This is too. This is good for the Necros match because it stops from banishing you, but only works during their turn. That's the problem. So during their turn, you stop them from. During their turn, you stop them from using the effect of Trishula or using banishing from the grave. This just for Fleetforts. This card is an extra negation for some rogue decks, I suppose. Drama Trio for Burning Abyss. This card is not really that useful, but at the level 1, that way when I get max seed, I have the chance to use Naturia Beast without special summoning as much. It's just that for that reason, literally. Effect Veiler. I only use this card. I decided this out recently. This was my main deck for a while. I only think I'm going to use this card mainly against Necros because it's just an extra way to stop Trishula, which is a really big problem. And this card, just because I can steal, like against Burning Abyss, I can steal Dante. Against Necros, I can steal Unicorn, and against Tellarknights, I can steal any monster. So it's pretty good. Oh wait, no, I can't steal Unicorn. Never mind. I can steal Trishula, I guess. So yeah, there you go.
Alright, so what are the good benefits about your deck?
My deck is pretty aggressive. It can OTK going second pretty often. Like, if you know, the combo that I explained earlier was just Obedience School and Ayers Rock Sunrise, which is just summon Obedience School, and you end up with a field. You basically end up with your field as Unicorn, Sandayu, a token, which is 3,300. This guy's 3,300, a token 3,300, and any other monster that you can summon. So it's like 76 without a normal summon if you have these two cards. If you add Beast King Barbaros, you can dupe the field and then OTK again anyway, or you can go for even more damage by summoning Leo. So that's the main strength of my deck. The other thing is it has Naturia Beast, so it has a good chance against Necros. In that case, if you can summon this out early enough, you can lock them down pretty well, and it prevents them from playing the game, which is a good strength of my deck.
Alright, and what are the bads about your deck?
I don't really have that many traps, so it's kind of like if I brick, then I'm in trouble. If I don't have a optimal setup, I can't, like if I don't get my monsters out early enough, then I'm pretty much defenseless. I can get like run over pretty easily. All my monsters are weak. I don't have that many traps to stop them. So that's like one of the bigger problems with deck. It's pretty, I mean it's not super prone to bricking because all the monsters are decent. Like most of the monsters are pretty decent by themselves, but I can brick. And when I do, it's really bad. But if I get my cards right, then it's good. Otherwise, it's not that great though. That's the thing.
Alright, is there anything else you want to say about it?
Nah, there's nothing really. I was gonna. I don't think there's anything I need to add besides Nerf Max Z. Like I haven't tested Ring of Destruction yet, but I have a feeling it's gonna be decent. So that's it. That's it though. That's all I have to say.
Alright, well, this is Eric's Raccoon deck. I hope you guys enjoy this. What you guys think about it? Leave a like if you think it's great. Leave a comment what you guys think about his deck, if anything. Share this to your friends. Subscribe to your new. Like my Facebook page. And this is Fortune Striker and Eric signing off.